My name is Tessa Ducharme. I'm 23 years old. I was born and raised in Winnipeg, Manitoba, in a home filled with addiction and violence. In my late teen years, I lost both my brother and father to drug overdoses. This left me feeling like an abandoned orphan. To cope with my grief, I used drugs and alcohol. This never actually helped. In November of 2019, I walked into the doors of Adult and Teen Challenge. I knew that there was something different about this place. I felt very loved and accepted immediately. That encouraged me to be who God designed me to be, which is free from bondage and just to live a life filled with joy. I now have hope, I have self-worth, and I've taken on a new role in the Thunder Bay Women's Home as a duty staff. I get to speak life and hope into other women who don't have anybody to support them. For those who are struggling with active addiction, I would encourage you to know that there is hope, that there is freedom, there is a sober life waiting for you, and people who will lovingly help support you in that area. I know that while I went through my recovery journey, that there have been people who have been supporting me and encouraging me by donating to Adult and Teen Challenge, and I'm very grateful that they made it possible for me and others to have a new life.
We are Kevin and Connie Platt. We are dairy farmers. We milk cows. We've got a family of 5 kids, ages 7 to 14. Teen Challenge has been in our world for many years. We've often recommended people to go to Teen Challenge.
Whether it's our friends that are dealing with kids that are struggling, I'm just really thankful that there's already an established program that is effective and working, and God is using in great ways. There's so many wonderful testimonies coming out of this.
I find it interesting, even last night, what happened to be my reading for the day was Matthew 6. It says, when you give, do not do it in front of others so that they'll see it. And we are with Adult and Teen Challenge today to talk about giving. It's like, how does this work together? God, like, what in the world are you trying to tell me here? And then early in the morning when I went for a walk, which was my prayer time, this thought came, oh, in that passage it talks of when you give, and saying when you give, meaning the assumption is you will give. And so God assumes that we will give. And then we need the discernment of the Holy Spirit. So Jesus, Holy Spirit, where do you want us to give? Adult and Teen Challenge is one of those that we're excited about giving towards. They point people to Jesus, and that's something we support. That's why we buy in. It's just a matter of discerning, God, where do you want us to give?
My name is AJ. I'm part of the development team here in Winnipeg, and I'm also a graduate of Adult and Teen Challenge. So I walked into the doors 2008, and it changed my life in more ways than I can think of. It saved my life. So I'm really glad that there was a place like Adult and Teen Challenge for me to come, and I'm really glad there's people out there that help make it possible. Addictions right now is at an all-time high. We got anxiety and depression and all the things that come with being stuck in addiction. It really does need help, and that's what Adult and Teen Challenge does. When you become a monthly sponsor and come on board with us, you're supporting students like Tessa, stories like mine, and there's so many out there right now that really need help, and it's what we do here. So maybe you're listening and you're thinking, hey, how do I become a monthly sponsor? What does it look like? What do I get? Where does my support go? You'll get pictures and testimonies of the students that are in the program. Every 3 months, you'll get an updated letter of what's happening, what's going on in the program. Monthly sponsors are super important for us. It's something that's consistent. When COVID hit and we had to shut down many of our fundraising avenues, our thrift stores, fundraising events, the one thing that kept us going and that was consistent was monthly sponsors. So it gives you an idea of why it's so huge for us. So today I'm asking, would you consider being a part of our team and coming on board as a monthly sponsor?
Change lives, it's worth the investment. You better believe it.